Hello.
Good evening.
Well,
How we doing?
my legs are tired. It's okay. I'm only gonna walk into the office again tomorrow.
I mean, you've recovered from worse, so
Yes, I know. But also, man. Oh yeah. Found out today Nick's become a grandfather.
oh shit! Wow.
As of this week. So
Oh
we're good.
man.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
That
oh
makes
my
me
god. Because part of that is like, I remember him talking about when we were at first interns, right?
Yeah.
Him talking about his daughter going to university.
Yep.
Also, double 123s.
Fuck off.
I got a 108. This is with the 50% bonus. 108, then 50k, then 15k.
You son of a bitch. I got 5.4k. That's a 789. 81. 49.
Yeah, I would have said my first one, but I don't know what the number combination was. Okay. Something pitiful. So yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, it does make me feel old.
Yeah. We also may have Nicola's son interviewing for an internship next year.
Jesus Christ. Thought
Yep.
he was doing not computer science stuff. Or engineering.
I don't know. This is all I know. Nick just told me to let her know when the intern stuff is going out.
Huh.
Also, I may have sown a little bit of strife by accident.
Oh.
Because she found out some of the shenanigans going on with interns.
Oh.
With, like, you know how they changed which team allocations certain teams are getting for interns?
Mm-hmm.
But they did that after we had already, like, you know,
Oh, you had
accepted interns. So we then had to reshuffle.
Uh-huh.
And she found out about that and was like, oh. She was annoyed. And then she was like, oh, because she heads up the IV team, right? Which is like the intelligent voice, they're like AI stuff, right?
Okay.
And they're obviously getting an intern. Then she was asking me, like, you know, details about the intern they're getting. I'm just like, I can't answer. They're coming from Ireland. I didn't interview them. I didn't even see a CV.
Oh.
And it's just like, because we never interview for the Irish position. Basically, the DPA guys, historically, they interviewed, like, the Queen's University people themselves. And they sorted out theirs, but obviously, because things got reallocated,
Yeah.
DPA only has one now, rather than three. Therefore, the two
Oh,
others
damn.
had to move places.
Yeah.
And so, there's a few missing steps in the process. One missing step is, like... So we are now asking them if they're willing to relocate, but we're not actually, like, in the interview. But HR is not following up to try and get them to actually relocate. Because, as I'm sure you get, like, having interns that aren't close to the other team members, especially if you've got a UK-based team, is really bad.
I mean, and you're sending them to our team. Oh.
Oh no, I'm aware. Trust me, I'm aware, but there's also things like within reason, because there's things like you know, because of this shuffle, we have an Irish lad that's going to be going to the IV people, right? But they're Cambridge located or very close to the Woking office, right?
Yeah.
That Irish lad is never going to be in distance to them, right? And then there's other things. There's like Glasgow and all sorts of stuff. Where it's just because at the end of the day, what we've been doing was we kind of got them all matching up relatively nicely. Then it got thrown the spanner in the works, and then it's just a matter of, okay, you are vague. You know, I'm like, if you imagine those like puzzle blocks you got as a kid, right, where there was that square and you just had all these shapes you had to fit in. I'm basically getting a circle and getting a hammer and bashing that shit through the triangle as hard as I can, and going, it's more or less fit in.
You've missed the trick. If you go any shape on the square,
yeah,
it will fit.
I too have seen the meme. But
I shared the disappointment and the no, don't do that.
I chuckled. I embrace chaos.
You are fucking chaos.
It's true. I don't lie it. But I also thrive in chaos, so it's fine.
Oh, are there littler? There are. Oh yeah, of course there are. We're in Charlie, and I thought this was the other place.
Other place? Rudzatan also has
Elpis.
Elpis,
I forgot we finished up Elpis.
Oh yeah.
Oh, immediately into a cutscene.
Yeah. Because if you imagine the cutscening, you kind of going, by the way, there's shit going on.
Yeah.
Or maybe. Who knows? Maybe the fun day's over.
Yeah, we stopped them in Garlemald.
Yep.
No voice lines.
I didn't think that would be.
I'll do my best to catch my coughs. Hopefully you don't hear it too bad.
I've started the joy that is playing Tetris with the room positions for the intern event now also.
Oh.
Fuck.
Corner, please. Corner, please.
You get what you fucking give them.
Corner, please. Me and Ben and Waleed and new ones will take a corner, please.
I mean, in all likelihood, you'll probably get a corner, or actually, you'll probably get a middle section. Thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because it's 5, so it makes sense. Shouldn't have so many people bringing along in your team. That's your fault.
Owen is going to be invited as well, right?
Owen. Oh, Lister.
Lister, yeah. I think.
Is he current year interns, or was he the one before? He's current, isn't he?
Pretty sure. Is he current? I think so.
Yes, he has to be. Yeah, no, he is. Sorry, it takes a second to. You have so many interns, you just start losing track of the fuck all, because it's just like.
Yeah.
When there was like 5 or something, you know each person. Now there's 15. I don't fucking know them all. I bet they're lucky I remember their names.
Yeah. I get that.
And by that, I mean their first names. The last names ain't got a fucking hope.
Yeah. I haven't spoken to my ex-intern. I wonder how he's doing. Could ask Jeanette.
Yeah. I suspect probably not good. because I work relatively close to the Iron team, right? And I've not heard hair or mention of this lad.
Yeah, I mean, that sums up my experience. He just basically wasn't in. He was always off. So, yeah. I don't wish him bad, but I have no idea if he's capable or not.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't be a mentor this time round? Question mark? But we'll see.
Depends who... You need to say who's going to be the mentor instead.
Well, I mean, Ben's going to be one.
Oh yes, Ben Suragi, I assume.
Yeah. Yep.
But there needs to be another.
Yeah, I need to discuss with John when he's back from holiday, because, yeah, the heads up, turned out he had no idea.
Yeah, it's probably because Tim was still tagged as the manager.
Tim had no idea.
The fucking organisation from the top is a fucking shambles. It's fucking ridiculous. It's impossible for me to organise interns when it's like... I had a whole big rant along with Nicola earlier.
Yeah.
Because it's just a fucking, it's just ridiculous. And the new teams that got new interns weren't even fucking told. I had to tell them. By the by, Jamie said you get interns, enjoy.
I mean, the only reason I definitely knew is because I asked you.
I was probably going to send a message at some point.
Oh, yeah, but it was more of a, I know there are some coming because we discussed it, and it's like, oh yeah, are you sending us some still? Because I still think it's a little bit weird, because technically, not under Jamie anymore, so...
Yeah... I don't know, don't ask me, I don't know how the fucking politics at the top work with that shit. To be fair, I think they fucking don't either.
True. I mean, all they care about, right, is having interns on there they can use as tax deductible.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
And have the vague pretense they're gonna hire any of them, but likelihood is they're not gonna. Unless they fancy moving to India.
You say that, realistically, interns being hired on are fairly cheap labor still.
Oh yeah, why not? But it's just in most cases we just don't have the headcounts. They're not.
Yeah.
Owens, I assume, is being hired on after, but that's because he's an exemplary intern.
Yeah, he will be kept on. He's doing 3 days a week for a while or something. I don't know. But he had better get hired.
Yeah. Although it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't.
Because of him not wanting to? Or
no,
because the company
because
not?
of the company.
That can't be allowed to happen. Seriously.
I don't disagree, but...
No, I know. I do.
Do you... Oh. Want to know the answer? Because obviously my team is understaffed for what the fuck we need to do.
Yeah.
With the EDH stuff, so they've given it to Itai's team, right?
The entire thing.
Gradually, but yes.
Yeah.
And he found out how much work that was involved. Anyway, they've got a new team they're hiring in India.
Oh dear.
Completely unrelated, of course.
Oh dear. No comment.
And it's already a fucking clusterfuck. There's so many things that we should have improved in the EDH, but we just you know, we never had the resource for EDH to begin with, so none of the improvements have been done. So there's a lot of manual steps and duct tape you have to walk along to get anything done. But really, a lot of it should be able to just be automated and pressed with a button, but we just, you know, whoever decided on EDH didn't put the necessary design or planning in place. And so we were playing catch-up the whole time from an ever-increasing demand from customers. So we could never take the time to kind of breathe, sort the thing out, and make it better, even if it impacted us in the first 3 months, to then spend the next 9 months actually being able to, you know, make the product function.
I mean, the real thing in that is if it had enough commitment, enough demand, and enough money coming in, you get someone else in to make headroom to enable that stuff to happen. But that was never going to happen, let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. I get to return to being City's bitch next week. Happy days.
Nick's out.
No, they need someone to sit down with fucking City and make sure that the dashboard I put together using the barest bones I could fucking find or what was available on Datadog does actually show at least some functionality. So they want to run a test and they want me to be there.
Oh.
And I mean, that's fine, but it's like...
What you want me to do regardless of what happens in the test?
Yeah. I think it's mainly to handhold.
Yeah.
Because you have the support guys, they don't know Datadog as well as I do, which is a sad state to be in, quite frankly. Because I don't really know Datadog that well. I know enough to pick it up and use common sense.
That's basically what you have to do.
Yeah, well, no, I agree, but there's a lot of stuff every time I touch Datadog, I'm like, oh, so that's how you do that. And when Nick's like, oh yeah, can we add some monitors? I'm just like, yeah, sure. Give me half an hour to go Google what the fuck that is. Like, how I do that. I know what monitors are, but it's like, I've never set one up. All I've ever done is ignore them.
Oh dear.
Unless it's my turn on the EDH dashboard, in which point I ignore them until it's half the day's over, then I go deal with them, and then I ignore them until the day's over. And then deal with them.
That's what they're for, yep, sure.
I mean, if they want a more proactive thing, someone else needs to take my fucking workload. Ooh, I expect this might be a voice thingy.
Oh, I'm reading. There's lots and lots and lots of reading.
Daddy Leveler is looking at us. Oh no, he's not looking at us. He's staring forward. He's in his mind palace.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
There's a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
They're finally taking us seriously. Oh, so many people to speak to. Nothing that could be repeated in polite company.
The geocaching team building was fun though.
What did you end up doing then? Again?
So, have you heard of geocaching?
Geocaching. Is that where you go around to locations and pick up stuff?
Yeah, so it's like there's a geocaching app, but essentially people hide things in certain locations.
Yeah.
Then you can find it and like sign a sheet saying you found it and then put it back. And then like sign in on the app or what have you. People can give like hints or stuff to the given areas. So for example, there was one where it was like a little white tube that had a magnetic thing that stuck to the back of a white rail, and the hint was like near the train station, below a white tube, above a green box, and near right railings. And this thing was just stuck to that. And there was another where it looked like they had black card and stuff and put magnets in it. And if you took it off the back of a kind of lamppost thing, it had like a satchel in it where you could like sign and stuff.
That's cool.
And there was another where it was like there was a tub in other side of the river to the station, canal even, and behind a tree, hidden under a bunch of bark, was like this tub with a similar sort of thing. But usually you just have a location, you have to kind of find it, but you also need to kind of do it subtly because, you know, you don't want someone who's not involved to look at what you're doing, find the thing, throw it away. You know, that sort of thing. So it was interesting. It was kind of like orienteering from when I was younger.
Duke of Edinburgh.
Because similar sort of thing, although we had live GPS of where we were, you know, you were going to a specific location, and essentially signing or stamping. And moving to the next one. So it was good fun. I enjoyed it. Also helped that two of the locations were basically on my route to the train.
Oh, nice. So you know them very well.
Yeah, but I was also kind of like I didn't know that was back there. I've walked past this place multiple fucking times.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I'm always on like a mission to catch a train or something, right? But
I am ready. There's a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
Okie
3, 2, 1, go.
We are here to listen and to learn. But if the forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
Ivita, fuck you.
Shut up. Let's go in.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
And I just say, Alice, my sword did
I
a
will
lot of heavy
present our
lifting.
queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, he doesn't tell us what it actually is. Okay,
If I may
cool.
have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus. You may enter.
Stydian has nothing to lean on.
He'll lean on Oranjo.
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glacies. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of REAAAAAAL. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose Charlian has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Charlian citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. REAAAAAAL was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
That's a statement.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This arc, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable
Should have made a
to
bigger
travel
boat.
to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on two conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord. And so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
Hunt down Meteor.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted
Let me
to
teach
propose
you about
another use
Twitter.
for your ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all people?
Crazy old man. I like him.
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
Yeah, get fucked, Papa, blah, blah, blah.
Fortuno, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state.
Coming for your seat
Bear
next, mate.
in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the
I order a vote of no confidence.
He couldn't even get the ship working.
How about a trial by combat?
session to a close. Return to your
The thing is,
tasks with
his
urgency.
he used to be the sage, right? So you never know.
It's fine, just if you out
Tag
DPS his
us in.
healing, you win. So we just need to do that, Paul.
Tag us in.
Just watch Alphino try for the longest time. Worried about the rabbits.
Yeah. Like, oh no, they're mischievous. Yeah.
Oh yeah, food.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Sid, come help us.
Who?
Exactly. Time to educate us. Did you just look out?
Oh, and there, yeah. I did that before I talked to people.
$84k XP isn't terrible. It's not good. It's not terrible.
Yeah. XP never hurts.
Yeah, it's more than the XP we're probably going to get from the quests we do in post game.
Oh yeah, well, absolutely. Until it sends us into a dungeon, then, you know. Oh yeah, shit, Apex. Ah! Yep. That is a distance. It's just like,
Oh,
met
damn.
with the 1.5k to the south, I'm just like, ah, yep, okay. I get your point, thank you, game.
Not making it there, huh? Oh, and the whole gang's here. Fuck. Need to digitize this information.
Oh, unfortunately, I was salty.
I'll get there in a moment. Asshole.
For a minute's wisdom, which is like, nice. That's a salty man. So you remember how this was like our first zone we went to? Huh.
Yeah, now we're back.
Took a little break on that, huh?
And then there was a hiccup mid-cough. Nice. That was uncomfortable.
Can't imagine.
Little lost little troll.
Oh, it's a mister.
Damn. These are level 81. I think when we were here first, we were like 87, 86.
Yeah, something like that.
We can just run through them now.
But why can't we fly over them? Why can't we fly over them?
If only.
Is this a flying angle or is this feasible?
I assume we can't get on that wheel and the bit.
Yeah, my current theory is if there's a way... I'm having to think. I need to have a little explore. See how I feel up top.
About getting onto the
Top bit, yeah.
Doesn't look.
Alright. Unless we can get to the... Because we definitely can't get to this one, but I'm wondering if there's a way up this one. Because then we could eat... That jump actually looks doable. Ah, dude.
Oh, you can't go past the wheel. Bullshit.
But this looks... These... Or maybe not.
I didn't think so. Maybe. Much doubt.
I could have. I reckon. I think if the... I mean, I don't think it's intended, but I managed to land where I am. That's not that far off. I imagine if I had a perfect jump, I could probably make it.
Unit 1 go. At which point you might as well give it one more.
Nope, I'm here to watch you fail.
Yeah, no chance.
I reckon you could do it. It'd just be very
I give it
close.
less than a 1% chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Less than a 1% chance.
I've had worse odds.
There's a very purposeful reason I said it like that. I was wondering if I was going to see you turn around or not.
No. I'm a firm believer in getting my ROI when spending time in video games.
Yeah. I say that. Some of the things I've done in video games. Oh boy. I'm not proud.
Look left, look right. Look left, look right.
James ignores that statement.
James ignores many statements.
Oh, that's how many Aether cards we have in this zone. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. We got a few to do.
Look at that. I could just run straight through it. You gonna make me a game?
Hmm?
You going back the way you came? Or...
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the MSQ.
Okay.
Because I figure we're gonna go back to that town at some point.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're not close to Ava Currents being done, so I'm in no.
That's fair.
Oh my gosh, it's just...
No, this is definitely the optimal play. Bloody hell, sorry.
It's fine.
That was a big stretch, and then just the body wanted to do it on. Man, why is there so many of them now?
I like Toriarchi's comment.
To see vegetables other than carrots.
As I say, made me chuckle. He's been traumatized.
It's not a space bar. At least I get jealous. He comes over, the music stops. I'll get there.
I don't think honestly.
Really?
Her comments make me chuckle. I love a good sassing. There's the names as well. I'm feeling really bad for her, aren't I?
The even more central circuit. But less so in a gambler. Never let him go to the gold source.
Got me a chuckle.
Yeah.
Justinian doesn't often crack comic relief comments, but that was a good one.
When he does, they hit. He doesn't miss, basically.
Yeah, it's a very deadpan set at few mana.
Yeah.
All for it.
He either doesn't miss with his spear or undeniable wit, which is very uncommon. And oh, poor Orange.
That boy is traumatized.
And he was only there for a bit.
To be fair, if I was eating carrots all day, even if it's for 2 days.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I would be so fucking done. Decided to take a detour to get that right.
Smart. I will do the same.
Convince more people at the office to play Expedition 33. I did my job.
Nice.
I love that game.
Game of the year.
It won't win Game of the Year.
I think it might.
I think it'll be nominated. I don't think it's gonna. There were some other high things. I don't know. I just, as a turn-based enjoyer, I'm used to turn-based not having a shot.
Yeah.
But it deserves to be nominated.
Might be up there. Trying to think of other big games.
Yeah.
Switch 2's coming out, so maybe some of the Nintendo games.
I don't think they're usually in contests for best game of the year. Family games are obviously sweep, but I don't know. I guess it will depend how well the Donkey Kong one does, because I think that's the main one. The Mario Kart one also looks interesting, actually.
I mean, Mario Kart could, yeah, it definitely could. Unlikely, I think, actually, but it's possible.
Mario Kart is very popular.
While it's very popular, it's kind of that known good quantity. I don't think it's a, oh my god, game of the year.
They've innovated some stuff on it, so we'll see. But what you gotta remember, at the end of the day, it's a popularity contest rather than what is necessarily the best game or most innovative game. Is how I would describe it, which is why I'm not confident with Expedition 33, because as soon as someone says turn-based, you know, a lot of people do just turn off that immediately.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's true.
It is. They'll somehow put Elden Ring in there again.
When's No Ring coming out?
It is this year.
Yeah, that's got me in the fucking thing. Oh, the one that could win actually.
Split Fiction?
Split Fiction, that's... I think that one has the highest chance right now. Because it appeals to such a big, wider audience.
Mm.
I think is the main thing. The more normie audience, I guess. I mean, it's true though.
Yeah.
There's that not Bloodborne game.
When you say it, I might know.
I could swap them out.
Oh, this cutscene isn't.
No,
Pickable.
been there, done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows.
The Dust Bloods.
Oh, not heard of that, I think.
It's a new game by
Yes,
FromSoft.
that does sound rather lovely.
So by the people that do Dark Souls.
I mean, past the bullshit.
It's a Switch exclusive.
Oh.
Has the same aesthetics as Bloodborne.
The schedule remains unchanged.
But I think it's like...
Which is why the forum has elected to
I've
accept
had managed
assistance
sports.
in
Sorry.
resolving the
Um,
I have pressed pause, but haven't.
yeah, I think I missed at least one dialogue. That was actually possible. But it's like... sort of a PvP VE game. So there's PvP elements in it.
Okay.
But there was a lot of hype around it.
Mm.
It was a big thing in the Nintendo Switch 2 showcase.
Okay. The schedule remains unchanged. For better note, you're on the next one, I think.
Which is why the forum
Which is
has
why the
elected to accept assistance in resolving if they've found a conundrum.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the forum concedes the slim possibility that they may...
He is so salty.
If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with
That's
a
such a
change of
voice
pace.
for Lalafell.
As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. It'll probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have
Interesting
done it
fella.
that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperids? Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology!
You trying to drive me mad?
I love the Loporrits.
Do you speak of
Yes.
Tagalong refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
My homeland is full of it.
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid.
No.
'Twas an alloy of Allagan make, but the secrets of its production were
Spoiler!
closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive cores from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part?
You want me to go get the what's-its?
Destroy the Hermit?
This sounds like a job for someone else.
Of course you went that one.
Oh, very funny. Ha ha.
Oh, very funny. Ha ha.
There are multiple internment hulks in
Oh.
Eorzea alone. So
I
handling
wonder
this ourselves
if
may not be the most
Monster
efficient
Hunter
option.
Wilds would be up there.
Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously.
Yes. I suspect. Actually, when did the Monster Hunter
Thancred,
Wilds
is the
actually
link
release?
shell we established before
was this
we
year,
went to
wasn't
Garlemald still active?
Sure it was this year.
Of course. The floor is yours.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's definitely up there.
What's all this?
Especially because it's still getting updates.
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward. This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Probably on Ensislar.
Such an invaluable
Oh, please no.
would have been utilized
I mean, it's
solely
up.
where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad.
Oh, you have no idea. Wait till you find out about us traveling multiverses or reflections.
Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Find a source like that, ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
Call it in favors.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
So unrealistic. Someone would have gone, is my microphone working? And that cool.
Our refined adamantite is on its way.
Or you would have had a
Now let us
in the
consider our
background.
next steps, shall we?
Yeah.
Or something.
There's yet much to be done.
He's a happy Lala.
You like our Lala's happy?
Yeah.
Oh, he is a happy Lala.
And dearest daddy is they might actually pull this off. Fuck's sake. It was just fireworks.
Yes, I agree, Raha. It's always the fucking elegance.
True. His ancestors. Fucking.
Stinia.
Yeah, it's good.
That's the writer saying, I don't know why everyone kept making a big deal about no grabbing firewood. But we have to reference it once the next mention at this point.
There's been multiple points in this expansion alone.
There's a lot of voice lines. It's part of his personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like part of your personality is your body falling apart. Am I wrong though?
Nah.
Meanwhile.
It's for me to know, I need to find out. I just wanted to open the armor piece.
Our course of action is clear.
I've
We
paused.
must harvest refined
I have
adamantite
spacebar
from
ready
shards of
for the
Dalamir and
likelihood.
procure arcane relics of Allegan make.
Allegan make.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames, and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and brass blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Guys, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
He's seen a thing or two.
I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allegan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
That was a good speech.
He's come a long way.
Yeah. She's seen a lot. Experienced a lot.
Drunk a lot of sort of poison. Meanwhile, I don't think I'll pause for this one.
No, we're aligned anyway.
Yeah.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
And the grunts come.
Might I suggest taking us along?
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an interment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbours a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
You can go pluck carrots.
Least comes, turns up, says, "Me do smash smash. You make smash smash hands feel better."
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
Oh, I've got one of those tiny spots between the nose and the face. Oh, it's sore.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalima.
Papalima!
My boy. Oh, Carthus. My bad. I had a 50-50. I don't know where this is.
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone is already...
No.
It's our other boy.
Too soon.
Oh, it's really funny actually. A streamer recently was bawling their eyes out of this Hushfont dying because they only just got to it. And they did the trust thing where Hushfont basically joins you in the vault.
Oh.
And she said during the dungeon, just like, "Come on, Hushfont, take a hit for me."
Oh, fucking.
And this is a streamer who's really in touch with their emotions and cries out all the fucking the things. She was crying about Hushfont, like sobbing for ages. This was before meeting the dad's reaction. Which
And
is
it got worse.
Which is the thing that really fucked me up.
Yeah. It was like, oh my god. No, he's gonna get up, right? Right? And then you see the dad and it's like, oh my fucking god.
And him just going, my son.
Lord Lolorito himself reached out to me for assistance in curing these treasures of the divine.
Those are my sunglasses, asshole.
He wore 'em first.
Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is.
He's back.
And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Oh, that's neat. That scene wasn't there for me because they obviously didn't.
Ah. Nice. So what, the entire Soroban piece?
Soroban showing up and going, I have a favor to ask.
Nice.
I don't know if the rest of the scene is there. It's been a few years. And I can no longer check because if I were to replay, I'll be real with you, I'm not searching for once. Although I think it's all on my YouTube channel, I ain't searching. That's a time investment I'm not willing to make. Oh yeah, item. Use. Ooh, this is a red mage item. I'm feeling very red magey.
Get some dye, and yeah, that's gonna be.
Let's have a look. The dye is a little disappointing. It only dyes the undershirt.
Ah. There's no two-tone?
No. Not in this piece. Only some of the older gear has it. Because, man, well, that's a lot. Here to map that shit to.
Yeah. And, two things once I've got through this dialogue. One second. Yeah, as I was saying, the plan to go on the moon to fly to other stars is pointless because unless we go further and further and further away from Earth and wherever Twitter is, then we're fucked regardless.
Well, not necessarily. What we know, and correct me if we've been told something else, so, is that all the civilizations the birds met died out, or were super depressed or killed themselves, that sort of vibe.
Are no longer alive, yes.
But the planets are still habitable.
Yes. But so yes, but my take on it is they are sending a song across the cosmos that is all the pain and suffering to clear all living life.
Yeah, true. But
So,
there's also the thing of the forum doesn't know this, but yeah.
Yeah.
And also, that would be a very hard sell. To tell the forum, it'd be like, so...
I went back in time.
What's your take on time travel? Okay. What's your take on Ascians and reflections? Okay.
I was going to say the reflections piece, yeah. I went to a different reflection.
I need you... it's like you start it with just like, I need you to be cool with a lot of things real quick.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Yeah. See that man over there? Yeah, he summoned me to a different reflection. What's a reflection? Oh yeah, the planet split into 13 things. How'd that happen? Oh yeah, Ascians. What about Ascians? Oh, they were the rulers of everything. It's like, oh for fuck's sake, shut up.
And by the way, I'm a shard of an Ascian.
Yeah.
Cool as them. Yeah. About that. But I'm cool. Just ignore that my colleague was La Habre or someone.
Yeah.
And, Emmett Selk, the one who created not just one empire, but two that we know of.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah,
They just look at you like, arrest that man. The other thing I was going to say is seasonal event ? Or do we proceed? And then you said there's going to be a stopping point anyway.
We'll see where we get to today. Let's continue with this because we've already started. We missed the chance. The chance would have been at the start, but I prefer to just continue with this for now. That seasonal event's around for like a month.
Cool, done and done. And yeah, I'm not running over there.
Where's the closest you can? Yeah, 500 to the west is kind of far.
Oh, fuck this. Can't jump it.
Yeah, stubby legs.
Can we not start traveling in such a big group?
We're traveling with our friends, Paul.
Split up. Do more things. Stinian.
I get the vibe.
Yep.
Oh, it was weird. Because we were discussing team names for the new team today.
Yeah.
And I was like jotting ideas on the whiteboard, etc. I'm just like, I just had to start with, I apologize, I've not lifted a pen in I don't know how many years. So this ain't gonna be pretty.
Uh-huh. And was it?
Man, I missed my career opportunities as a doctor.
I have doctor's handwriting also. That's if I can remember how to use a pen.
Oh, new quest.
New blue quest. Nice. And yeah, it's bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
Give it a couple of goes just to make sure.
Speaking of doctors. And since I'm never wrong with things, don't worry, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. I'm in.
Say no more. Do you need murder? I'm happy to murder for sure. 5 gil for murdering a man? Sign me up.
Handshake will do. Ah, I've used the bush to get there. And that's a statement. Interesting. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy like that behatted rabbit that ran by. About that.
Oriente.
Oh no, an Archon loaf.
Think of the nutrients, Paul! The nutrients!
Can have a carrot on the side. Fuck's sake.
Hey! Fuck you, Oriente! Oh yeah, food a lot if you being
I just topped one up. Thank you, then. I was going to mention it after this. As in, I did it standing in this spot.
Okay.
That great big what's it over yonder. And then after I was going to tell you about food, I was going to say, I could probably do with buying some more soon. Down to 21.
And I'm like 20. At some point we should just stop bothering because, you know, we'll be hitting the level cap. Not that it matters, really.
Metallic tube. Wow.
It's a nice tube.
One sec.
Oh. Right, I might be right back. And I'm back. Ooh, it's still gone. That's a good sign.
Sorry about that. I'm back. So still just asking about insurance.
It's a waste of money, don't bother with it.
True. Now we need to escort. Oh man.
What's that, sorry?
Now we need to escort. Singing way and growing way.
Oh, yeah.
Not a real escort, thank God.
Sorry, I was just like, wait, escort? Have I missed the thing?
Yeah, not a real one, thankfully. Yeah, I'm behind. Like I said, I was insurance thing.
I was to review back for a little bit.
No, my cooldown ran out.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I just realised. After this zone, there's only one more zone left of actual short Aether Current amounts to gather.
Uh-oh.
It's just more that you're just due on the way.
Little side treks.
Yeah. Well, not even side treks, it's just more of a like, oh, there's an Aether Current that way, well I guess I know where the quest is taking me next.
Yeah. Not really a fan of my new outfit.
Oh, we're hitting that area with the grapes. The
Oh.
grapes, Paul.
I'm so far behind. I'm still going to find food.
To be fair, grapes are food.
True.
So I don't think in that part behind realistically.
Ah, true. I see you. Just up ahead. I got the black box of the he is now accompanying you, and I was like, okay, click, 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 click. I don't want to read those again and again and again. Yeah, the grapes still are terrible.
Oh yeah, they're bad though. I mean, the graphics update was never gonna fix them, right? Because it's still like just a kind of cylindrical object.
With a picture over them.
Yeah, exactly.
They actually need to make polygons to make it good.
Yeah. And it's not worth that, but...
No. It talks about wine. What came first, fruit or the colour? Well, colour was only invented in like 19 something, so you know.
Uh-huh.
Before then, everything was black and white, right?
Uh-huh.
Pumpkin. Is it pumpkin? I think so. Oh god. Just bit into a fucking lemon.
Maybe got to the line after that.
What the bleh. And my tongue, is this poison? I love lemons.
Same. I used to eat lemons myself.
Yeah. Happily.
But yeah, the bunny going, I feel so violated.
The deceiver. I feel so violated. There it is. Have I not suffered enough? Sick. If a bit of sick came up there, for fuck's sake. They really do try and bring you back up, huh? After yesterday.
I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Delicious. Holder. That looks fucking terrifying.
What was that, sorry?
The Holder hunt near Noeli Tia when he was crouched down.
I didn't see that. Maybe I was blind.
Sounds alright.
How rude.
I mean, out of the two of us, I'm the more blind one nowadays. Never used to be. Oh my god, that one is really fucking powerful. Gluttony in Enshrouded. So the play is to save my 5 or build my 5 up to the point where I can use it when I'm about to go into that with my 2-minute cooldown. Okay. I'm sort of special. Oh, thank God we don't actually have to help with the woodworm.
Oh yeah, what were your 3 days on the weekend, or 3 times on the weekend for 14?
Not Saturday. I'm going to a cup final football. Rem's playing, and Sunday I am free.
And would you be free for an extra long
on Sunday?
Hmm.
Yep, I can do that. As in play it from earlier till later.
Yes. Because of reasons. Because I'm not going to explain why, but if we can do the last zone all in one go, it will be good.
Noted. How many hours we thinking?
There's not that many quests. Well, I'm just thinking. Because depending where I want to stop today.
It's right before the next zone.
We'll have 15 quests to do. Which is a lot. 15 quests.
Half an hour each-ish.
Yeah. So it'd be probably
7-8 hours.
I'd be probably looking at like 10 hours or more.
Okay.
So I kind of want to pencil in a day.
Yeah. When this is the question for you now. when's the earliest you'd want to start?
I can set an alarm if I need to.
Sunday. Right. So I'm gonna give a minor caveat here. I don't expect to, but I will be drinking on Saturday. You see where that's going? I don't expect to be drinking too much. But
yeah.
Stranger sentiments have been said and observed. So 10 a.m. start? Is that too early?
Alright. I can try.
Let's do 11.
Yeah. Yeah, I expect to be able to get all that knocked out in that much time.
11, there. And that gives us 12 hours, lunch, dinner.
Yeah. And yeah, it's bank holiday, so we need a little extra time, then it's fine.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, with the bank holiday in there, fuck it. We'll go to a 1 if we have to.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we can get a cert from a point to a point done in one sitting, because otherwise the effect is diminished, as I'm sure you're aware of some of these things. It's like, if you remember the Nier raid, right? We were kind of like really into it, and then just like, you know, you spread it piecemeal. It's not that bad, because obviously we're not going to be doing it on a week by week basis, but it's a similar vibe. You know, these sort of things have to happen in a sitting. Also, so I can give some people heads up on certain things.
Okay.
I'm trying to say this as vaguely as I can without spoiling, but there's a certain level of just like, just don't think too hard about it. Okay, thanks.
Good. I imagine there's another 8-person that is better if you have all people. So, and don't even answer that. Let me leave with my suspicions and stuff, and I'll be right. I'll be wrong. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, so we'll pencil in the Sunday. And try not to sleep too much. We'll see what's out.
Yeah, I forgot it was Bank Holiday Monday, to be honest. So, with that in mind, I mean, I think 11 is still a sensible target.
Yeah.
Probably get like an hour and a half, 2 hours in lunchtime. Won't be too long a lunch.
Yeah.
I'll get a bit of exercise done in the morning.
No, I'm not doing any more exercise. Oh. I expect to wake up to my watch saying, fucking rest. Again.
Speaking of not of rest, I need to go get a water refill, so I'll be back in a moment.
Yep, sounds good. Gasp. Gasp, I said.
Back.
Back.
Living Way saying, I simply wish to see, hear, feel, and think as much as I possibly can. Oh, what's for that look?
Hunt the rabbit.
Did I say something? What did I say? You definitely went with the... You should see the forests of the first. One was purple.
I've never been so attacked. And also, yes. And their response was, gasp! Gasp, I say!
And it was the exact same response for me, and I went with the, yes, they are. Leafy, you should see, where was it? The... Oh, what one? I can't remember now. I was more concentrating on attacking you with my statement. Oops. No. The Loffere's little booties are so freaking cute as well. You're telling me I can't jump over this fucking... Yeah, I can. Good. This is a big old zone to search in.
Yep.
Is that what you're saying about the quest?
Not all the quest objectives are quest objectives.
There's 8!
I've spoken to more than 8.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've spoken to 1, and it's 0 out of 8.
Yeah. You've kind of guessed how far ahead of you I am. I'm at 5 out of 8 currently. Let's just have a little gander. Doesn't look like anything. Did I miss one around here? I did. Okay, pretty confident. Okay. This one.
I can get. Let's go.
I'm free! This quest can suck my left nut.
Whopping 4.
Waiting, so this may end up being a cutscene. Don't think it's for us though.
This woman's doing better than you are. Fucking hell. Have to prepare tea for everybody.
It was actually voiced. Okay, I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
Well, in forever.
Please, please be you. Please be you. Please be you.
I see you are also being driven insane.
No! No! Please. This one. Right, I can see you. I see you. It's gotta be you. Anxious engineer. You're anxious. Let them help.
No, Anxious is just a state being. He doesn't help.
She.
Oh wait, Anxious engineer. That was one of the first ones I found.
Yeah, let's go! I purposely went edges inward.
Yeah, I think I did like 2 loops.
Yeah. Destination. Look a left, a right, left, right. Did you get the first spacebar?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the line, but.
Yeah.
Well, in forever. 3, 2, 1, go. I did that slowly because I didn't know if you were completely ready.
Lively, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you.
The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
It would behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your REAAAAAL. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for REAAAAAL and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see REAAAAAL now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes, I am.
Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
It hath been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Oh.
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
He finally hugged her back.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger. for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
I could actually feel tears welling up there.
Yep,
Again.
It got me. It got me.
I definitely cried when
Yeah.
I first watched this for the first time.
I think that might be the most that I have. Like,
Yeah.
there's been plenty that have arose tears, but not like falling.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Like, at this point, the main two I would have had was this scene and Graha die. In like 5.3. So before we like crystal passed him and when he was doing his fantasy and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I will say I think the difference for me there as well was it was a smile cry.
Yeah.
Not a I'm really sad.
Yeah. You're kind of it's a happy cry.
Yeah. It's the he needed this all along.
Ishikawa's ride continues. Let's go.
Yeah.
What?
I told you they're building me up too much.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, I ain't saying a fucking word. Because I knew at some point soon this scene was happening. I didn't know exactly when, because there's a lot of fucking Loporitz chores, so I don't know when it falls into place, but... You know, I was like, oh, this is happening today, okay. Oh.
Even reading through his next lines has me emotional.
Yeah. Good questions.
Thank Chris. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out the west gate. I could go myself, but we know whose help she's less like to scorn. Why would he say that, huh?
We all know she's like vice president of our fan club. President obviously being Raha. That man has happy ear twitches every time he sees us on screen.
He's visibly pleased by us.
Tell me, where's the furthest you travelled? Well, I've been to another world. Oh, it's interesting. So the voice actor for Alphino, i.e. Alphino from Heavensward onwards, has never played the game.
Really?
And he is playing it now, and he just got to the point where he has hit Heavensward now.
So he's
now kind of going, I had no idea what the fuck I was saying, and I was just like, oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
There's a YouTube video about it. I need to watch it when I have some time. That's like the feast point, so you know.
Yeah.
And an important time in the story, one might say.
Oh, that's what you meant. Gotcha. The feast. Not wrong.
Yeah. There was wine and everything. I wouldn't drink the wine personally.
Might be pretty good this day and age.
Yeah, I do find poison adds to the flavour.
Well, with what we know now about it.
Yeah. I'll gladly take your money, kid.
And I was a nice guy.
Hey man, I'm true to my nature, don't you want me to tell you?
No, I know, that's why you're meow.
Yeah.
And he refused and said, no, you're taking my money, otherwise you're just calling me a child. Okay, my dude.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm not going to speak to you for a while.
Yep. It's funny doing these blue quests again because I have not gone to the point of doing all the side quests in this zone. It's I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember them telling us that it's like me going to help these people, and it's like, man, it's been like 3 years. Imagine that. Anyway, maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll get the artificial sun back.
Well, working at peak.
Yeah.
I don't know the next word to use, but you understand.
Oh dear.
Ooh, keep talking about Akasha.
Yes.
Also, fucking Van Daniel, Jesus Christ, like, caused this whole mess in the first place.
Yep.
And then was like, I'm just gonna fucking speed it up.
Yep. We hate fucking Daniel.
Yeah. Good luck, my dude. Good luck. You'll need it.
And that takes us to all the quests done by the MSQ here. Nice. How far away is this thing? Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I mean, we have another Aetherite to attune to yet, so...
Yep.
Three minutes, let's go! Time!
I like how the I don't mind was in italics and just like you knew she had the fucking sass in that tone of voice.
Uh-huh.
So about that last day for Ota.
You knew that was coming, didn't you?
I had a pretty good bet.
Yeah, I can't even check the fucking compass while carrying this thing.
It was pretty far southwest when I last looked. So we are going in the right general direction. In that we can't fly over the middle to get there, so, you know.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a circle to go around.
Yeah, I mean, that took less than 60 seconds.
I appreciate Alcé's version of just like carrying it all at once. You have to one-trip this shit.
Oh yeah. It's a challenge.
Even if you do yourself harm in them doing so.
Yes. It's always when you're unloading the car. I don't know if you had the same thing. Probably when you were a kid, obviously.
Yeah.
But oh man.
I mean, yeah, and that was like when I went shopping, etc. When I used to do my groceries in person. You know, carrying so many bags back from the supermarket. You just grin and bear it. Maybe you put them down a little bit just to reposition shit.
But you suffer, and then you get back and you're like, why did I do this to myself? But I fucking did it.
I fucking do it again.
Next time. At least say bribing.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
You need ammunition for the SAS later.
Yes.
Only time you'll ever catch Alcé doing fucking paperwork.
Worth it too. And we have to do some just because. Ah, made it over the bush. Have my spacebar ready, just in case. Nope.
God to know if she knows a cranky old goat.
Now I got it. Yep. He loves you to an embarrassing degree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the cranky old goat will have my hide.
Yep. What I like it in this game is even the side characters like that feel very real.
Yeah.
We're completing the circle.
How far are we from said ether current?
We're getting close.
Cool. I only asked because I was still in dialogue.
Yeah. I think it'll be pretty close to this objective thing.
There's two we don't have, right?
One.
Fuck.
Should I?
Travel. I've missed one.
I'm fucking blind.
And I can't jump out of that? Nope, of course not. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, like the only one I'm missing now is the MSQ one.
$435 yards to the east. Fuck's sake. Oh no! It's down the bottom bit! Fuck! Oh man.
It's fine. It's not that far, really.
I mean, it's going to make more sense to complete the circle, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably going to complete the circle anyway.
Yeah.
I'll be glad we both popped cooldowns. We're both happy now. Actually, I'm not happy.
I love how you mounted up immediately. It's like,
It's the default thing. It's just like, I've killed the enemies, let's mount up. And then we assess what I'm doing here.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get the current. Woo! Ah, nice. I caught it perfectly on 369.
369?
On the Yarms to the east.
Oh. Wasn't quite following, so I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're not having to do that, so I get it.
The compass does not detect any nearby currents, Paul. It still doesn't detect any. Are you sure your compass isn't broken?
Yeah, would you look at that? It's right up this big mound that we were going to go past. Oh, I know what fucking happened. I got ahead of myself and didn't look at the screen and thought I had attuned to it and started running off before.
Yeah.
So I remember looking at that one and doing thought I did it.
Yeah, I certainly didn't do anything with our lane, you know. That's for damn sure. We're gonna do this quest and we'll pick up this one.
Cool.
Oh neat, I'm fun to use that teleport off I've had for the last, like, hour.
Oh.
See ya. I have a feeling cutscene's about to happen, so I'm going to be back really quickly.
Cool.
I don't know for sure, but it says your companions are bound to meet up here sooner or later. And it says await your companion, so I'm like, let's give it a moment.
Yeah, that's fair. And we are about to get the last ether current, so...
And I'm back.
Hello, hello. Final item. Yeah, at least it goes better. I'm not a big fan of my new outfit, but...
I didn't think it was that bad.
It's okay. It's just not particular Reapery.
Yeah.
All set, I take it?
Well, I'm paused.
Okay. Oh fuck, I have to wait and not jump.
I will say, this cast that I'm currently wearing is very red mage coded.
All set, I take it?
Yep, I am all set.
3, 2, 1, go. Good to know, James, thanks.
Finished what we could.
You showed us too.
Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals. Trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperates, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have, for the most part, been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphano, are you there? It's me, Cryle. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone
As if by
and
magic,
come to
huh?
the harbor at once.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
Oh man.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
It's our friends!
Yeah.
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
And obviously things like that Sky Pirate showing up, or you saw that ship that was like a Guardian ship that was from the Stormblood Alliance raid.
Uh-huh.
All
it
wouldn't appear if we didn't.
Stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's so cool.
You were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the Surrey region of a sore loser. And hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamud shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, it was my contacts that enabled
Fuck's sake. All the way.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due. You did a right fine job sitting
Nice.
I love the day between these two.
Yeah.
You can just still hear them in the background.
Mm-hmm.
My, what a grand welcome party. Hancock and Saraban. We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of Racen Temple. 'Twas passing fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was...
Didn't have this dialogue because I didn't do his quests.
Yeah. Nice. So you'll get new bits from this as well.
Yeah, only bits and pieces here and there. Admittedly,
Yeah.
but yeah.
With our dango, never fear, and consulted with the other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause. Suzaku and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onokol, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies. I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
That snake has no chill.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
It is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Yeah, what's the price according to Lollarito, huh?
Yeah.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lollarito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenard Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
We funded the venture. When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending. When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount. We also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Mama level up! Yay!
Let's go!
Remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family secrets were needlessly full. We can hardly take them with us on your teeny tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be ashamed to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent.
His pride just got hurt on multiple levels.
Waste not.
And I'm so here for it.
I could just feel the aneurysm he's getting.
Yeah.
However did you manage so much in so short a time? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Hey, it's a bunny people first after.
Hey.
I received a letter from Cryo after we parted ways in laboratories. She explained what the science were trying to accomplish, why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlotte. I accept that the Forbes' aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed. To make a long story short, the whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Everybody!
It's you, Kyle from the Mega.
Can fly to the moon. And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problems are blowing up a ship that can fly to the moon. See it? You brought the team.
Next session I'm gonna cry so much, aren't I? Because they just built me back up.
We need
Fuck's
only
sake.
pointers towards my new favorite ship. Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlid before coming here and picked up a package from
Another new
Gaius.
dialogue for you.
He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise. So we offer none of the latter.
That's Gaius.
I mean, there's also the thing of I don't think they want to pay the voice actor because the Bruce Bolton actor is probably quite expensive at this point.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite from Mordona's Dalamud Shard.
I forgot what he sounded like.
I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Quoll's message. So few Scions remain at the Rising Stones now, far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure
Idleshire.
hunters, not
Okay,
least
I was on Isleshire.
I know. How the Gobbyflock thought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby booms.
Assume that's because we did Alexander.
Fascinating as all this is,
Yeah.
I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Khan not have more pressing concerns?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution.
You said it to yourself.
That, and I am indebted to you. Though they chose to take their leave of Thavner, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your course, I called out to my kin for consent. Ajdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Chrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well." Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself.
Look at me! This is unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no? 10, no? 14 bleeding percent. Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power.
Gonna do the jumping happy dance.
Blow up.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the science end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family. You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more. And be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Millions.
Millions is such a troll.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well. I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular. I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbour, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to
God, just comes out. I'm number one. I'm number one.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You've no small number of friends and admirers here, after all.
And James, I said tomorrow for the emotion, man. Damn it.
Technically, it's Sunday. So you're good. You can have as much emotion as you want tomorrow. In your own time. Our moment of triumph is close at hand.
That's why I went with this as well. And I think I said next session rather than tomorrow, but yeah.
Oh,
anyway.
did you? I thought you said
I mean, this time I said tomorrow, but earlier I said.
Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
I felt like Fancred a couple of times when I've moved house.
You travel with crates? That was your first mistake, James. I'm being literal. I know. So we speak with Alphino with this bit.
What's that?
Do we speak to Alphino here, or are we leaving that bit?
Oh no, we're still doing this quest.
Okay.
Admittedly, I thought that cutscene was going to be part of next session. Because all I have to go off in the journal entry is Cockle Dankle is, as usual, worked up over the 8th banner. And talking to a bunch of people. That's the only context I have for what's in this quest.
Yeah.
I should have probably looked up the thing that gives me every fucking piece of
Oh, yeah.
dialogue in this entire game. Kind of crash a Google Chrome tab for it, trying to do a Control F in it.
Doesn't surprise me. And this is why we couldn't get to the center of this bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a ship.
Yep, say hello to the spaceship. It's not voiced.
Okay.
I wasn't 100% sure if not, because you know.
Yeah. Big fancy new thing, and you never know. Very elegant-y. With Charlian sprinkles, shall we say.
Yeah.
The white.
And we won't be back in this quest.
Hey, we can fucking fly! Let's go!
Time to leave. Let's go.
Speaking of, back to the God Saucer.
Yes. Depending when we finish, I was gonna say maybe do the thing, but that can wait till another time.
Yeah, it's late. Me want bed.
Yep. I mean, finishing out that one isn't too bad.
Yeah. But I had thought we would end up finishing about 10:30, but
yeah, there were a few big cutscenes there. A few.
Thank you for the session, as always.
Yes, hope you had fun. You managed to get a good cry in.
Yeah. And I didn't cry on that one, but the Daddy Levieux was a little bit emotional as well.
Yeah. I wasn't as emotional for that one. I still stand by him being a bit of a prick, but hey ho.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yes, Also, that puts us dead on like 60% through Walker.
Oh man. Oh man. That must be 80% through all.
How many quests is that left to do? Yeah, so that's like 13 more quests.
Yeah, we're already 80% through all of the game.
Yeah, 81.7% we are currently through the entire thing. So, you know.
I don't lose my sprout.
Yeah. You're like 60 quests away from losing sprout status. Then you'll just be regular Char.
And they don't re-sprout people.
I mean, technically, if you really wanted to, you can do a macro to reassign it back to you. But you just have to do it every time you logged on. But, well, you know. Why would you?
No.
Apart from anything else, if someone sees a sprout and you're in, like, Dawn Trail, and they see you in, like, a raid or something, they're just going to assume you boosted. That's going to be the assumption. Either you boosted or you skipped all the story.
Yeah.
Anyway, hope you have fun. I'll speak to you later, because I am also tired, given the shit amount of stuff we've been doing lately. Yeah.
Good night. Sleep well.
Hope you feel better soon.
Fuck you being able to put your head on the pillow and going straight to sleep. It's going to take you like 20 minutes at least, even though I am knackered.
Yep. Honestly, I could just close my eyes now and I'd probably fall asleep.
Fast.
Yeah.
Good night.
Night. See ya. And with that, we can end there. That was a fun, like, nearly 4-hour stream. What I might do ever so quickly is quickly buy an item. So, just to get this to 540. So that I have the right item level. Okay. Cool. Easy AK. Just to get that, just to make sure we have the level for the last dungeons, trials, etc. Anyway, we'll call it that. Tomorrow, maybe Oblivion. We'll see. And where my head's at once I get home. So I'll be in the office again.